Good morning.
Morning anyway. Don't know about the good bit.
I know. Come on, we gotta pretend. We
Yes.
gotta pretend.
Yay! Good morning,
Pagliacci,
everybody.
Pagliacci.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Hi. Jennifer, I'm sorry you failed to get the hat trick. Just another nut beat you in this morning.
Aww.
So, hi, just another nut. Hello,
Hey
Jennifer.
there.
Good to see you.
Hey there.
Jason Hyatt. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you noticed that everybody who's joined, their name begins with J?
Yeah, okay.
And join begins with a J as well.
Oh my god, what has he done?
The Illuminati are amongst us.
Oh yeah. You're not supposed to talk about it.
Yes, and don't forget, in Latin there is no. The I and J is the same character, isn't it? So Illuminati, J, join. Truly is a conspiracy.
In Italian, we have no J either.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I know.
We
It's
have no
terrible.
J, we have no K, and we have no
Style?
WXY. You're saying Italians have no style? Bitch, please.
I know, them's fighting words. Good morning, Darlet Beck.
Hi, Dalek. How you
Oh,
doing, sweetie?
that doesn't sound. Well, it sounds good and bad, Darlet Beck. She says, good day to you all. Not long home from the hospital emergency room. Okay, you can't just dangle that out there and say nothing more. One, I hope. Well, I hope it wasn't you that had to go to the emergency room. But now, if it was, I hope you're now all better for having been there. And yes, Jennifer, J names are the best. As you can see from my name, my middle initial starts with a J. Good morning, Bollywood.
Hi.
How are we?
Just so you know, my caregiver was coming to work when she knew she was sick, very sick, and she's now gotten me sick, and then called out because she has pneumonia. So now I feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just to explain what's going on with me.
Yes, I mean, if AMG sounds a bit lethargic.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is suffering a little bit. Me, I'm doing my normal man thing and suffering through a cold. So if you hear me sniff,
man's flus are worse than. It's called man flu for a reason, because men don't suffer in silence.
Well, no, it's called man flu because if somebody gets a bit of if a bloke supposedly gets a bit of a sniffle, he phones up work and says, "I can't come in. I've got the flu."
That's it. I never missed a day.
Yeah.
I'm lying. I totally did.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've got that. I've got possibly a slightly infected toe. Yeah. So we're all overburdened with voluminous and wonderful good health around here. So yay us.
Huh.
And thank you, Jason, for the pinksubfund.com. As he says, the site to make donations or contact the Pink Sub for help.
I read what?
Okay, Dalek. Ouch. She says, okay, I pulled some of my jaw, though the hole where I had a tooth pulled last month so it's infected and needed medication.
Oh, do you have dry socket? Oh, honey. Oh, that's painful.
Right. And oh
You
yeah,
have you been rinsing with warm salt water? It'll help heal and pull out anything bad.
that can help as a standby for slightly
Yeah, I
additional.
know. Or you could even use water and peroxide. Yeah, it's up to you. Most people use the salt.
Uh,
But I'm
well,
not most people. I put peroxide in the weirdest. Wait,
yeah, you don't want to go that follow that.
I put peroxide in my ears. That's what I'm saying.
Right. That isn't so stupid. There's
Yeah,
there's a couple of earwax
yeah,
or
Dobrox.
anti-earwax
Yeah,
products over here. Here, one of those contains diluted hydrogen peroxide. So,
I take it straight out of the bottle.
mm,
And
yeah,
it
but
feels good for a moment when
yeah,
it's affected. It feels like it's itching it, but
right.
the not supposed to do too much.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've used any of them, but I seem to recall, you drip
Mm.
the hydrogen peroxide one in, and you can hear it bubbling away.
Oh my god, it sounds crazy, but it feels good.
Mm.
Oh
Yes, Jason, you missed an opportunity for a clip there,
god. Nah.
but Dalek says no, just a bone where it was not meant to be there, and she can't do the saltwater thing.
Oh.
So, oh, I don't really want to delve too much into the where bits of your jawbone went on holiday to, Dalek. So,
Oh.
hmm.
Wow.
um, Bellywood is a man after my own heart, and he says, "Ah, teeth throbs, dig out the opioids." Yeah,
Yeah.
teeth. I know it's one of the soapboxes I stand on, but teeth to me are one of the primary reasons that I think intelligent design is a complete farce. Because for things that are so small, they cause you so much issue. But that's enough of that.
Yeah.
So, apart from the teeth, the cold, the looming bronchitis, pneumonia, how are we all doing? Yeah.
Joy to the world.
Yes. Possibly
No.
never a more misnamed person.
Yeah. Um. So it's that time of the season for Thanksgiving. Not too far away. Are there anybody here that actually does the American Thanksgiving? Uh,
Um,
uh,
I
uh,
could think of one who might, who's amongst us.
uh, there are, you know, people who just don't like Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
We'll be
Um,
streaming. If you're alone, we'll be streaming. I'll be streaming at least.
and even if you're not alone, there'll be a stream.
Yeah. Bring your family.
Bring the turkey, bring all the trimmings.
Heck yeah. Can't wait for that turkey. I would never used to eat it for a while because it looked like the bird.
Was it what, sorry?
It still looked too much like the animal it once was. Ground beef doesn't look like a cow anymore, see what I'm saying?
But chicken looks like chicken.
Not when you eat chicken breast,
Uh huh.
but when you're eating turkey with all the fixins, it's usually the whole damn turkey with a head.
Mm-hmm. Um, Dalek is asking, oh, young AMG, what is Thanksgiving? What's it all about?
To me, it's exactly what happened to my friend Brandy yesterday. She found out her dad's free of cancer. This Thanksgiving's gonna be truly meaningful. It's
Um,
remembering all the lucky, wonderful things that you have in your life, your blessings, and being taking a moment to be grateful for what you have. Because a lot of times we're not.
right.
That's what I think.
If it, correct me if I'm wrong, but the original derivation was from the migrants from the UK. I don't know whether it was actually the Pilgrim Fathers, the Mayflower, and all that stuff. Um, they had issues with how much food they had after they landed, and after a while, the natives basically helped them out a bit, so it came and
Right.
developed from that. I think, although that might well be apocryphal.
So yeah, I think it's an important holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have
It,
something similar?
no.
Well, I invite you to share ours.
I mean, the closest I suppose we get in time, at least, is the celebration of Guy Fawkes Night, Bonfire Night,
What's that? How
where
do you
for some
celebrate
reason
it?
we celebrate the fact that somebody failed to blow up the Houses of Parliament.
Okay, and so do you gather around a table and eat and give thanks?
No,
How is this
we.
similar at all to Thanksgiving, sir?
I didn't say necessarily was. I said
Ah, okay.
the closest in time, and the fact we're giving thanks to something.
What are we giving thanks to? That he didn't blow up Parliament?
Apparently, yes,
Great, wonderful. He's a failure and a flop. What do
yes.
you have that's sort of like Thanksgiving?
Um, Queen's birthday or King's birthday now, I suppose.
Oh, Jesus. How about our Australian friends? Do you have anything like ours? Or do you share ours with us?
Um, Apparently, well, according to Darling Beck, not here. No.
Damn. Hopefully, you know, we'll get to a place with pink sub that we can help, like for Thanksgiving dinner, buy
Hmm.
turkeys or something. Turkeys are
Yep.
expensive. I bought one for my best friend this year, and it's not even big enough for the whole family. You can't find big, big, big ones because they're ashamed. They have to charge like $50
I
per
think you
turkey,
can, but they're called ostriches or emus.
right? It's crazy. And like all the side dishes, you're gonna be out a good $500 just making dinner.
That does sound bloody expensive
Hmm.
for just a single dinner.
Because don't forget, you got the turkey, and it's not just buying potatoes for the mashed potatoes. You gotta buy the cream, the butter, seasonings, whatever. And then for every side dish, it's not, it's all the ingredients you have to buy. So
Ah,
yeah, it's a lot of money.
hmm.
Depending on the size of your family, could be much
Yes.
more, much less.
Well, the Brandy household, yes, they're a bit on the
13.
extreme side,
There's
possibly. So,
13.
oh dear, I feel like I'm going to sneeze again in a second.
He's got a snuffle.
Sorry.
I was telling people that you got the snuffles too.
Hmm. Yes. Doesn't seem to quite sort of throw this sort of thing off.
Okay. What is the chat saying? Anything about Thanksgiving?
Um. Yes, Betty Wood says, "Yay, King James was saved," because that was one of the
Yeah.
aims of the gunpowder plot
Right,
to blow
right,
up Parliament when King James was visiting to get rid of the king and
right. If you
parliamentarians,
consider it,
because King
what
James, of course, was Protestant.
What was the Secret Service?
Sorry.
Do you guys have Secret Services for your monarchs?
We have the diplomatic protections
You got those
people.
guard guys, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we kind of have, but um, they're not. I don't suppose they're quite as specialised as the Secret Service, but in some ways they're more specialised because aren't the Secret Service also allied to the Treasury Department?
Yes, indeedy.
You know, we don't have that particular part of it in their duties, as far as I'm aware.
Well, on our Thanksgiving stream, just so you know, we're all gonna give thanks. So tune in, see what
Yeah.
Simon is giving thanks for, and share what you have to be thankful for.
Well, at the moment, I'm giving thanks to antibiotics, but there we go.
I'm giving thanks. I'm not spewing, but you know.
Mm. Jason says Thanksgiving is also a harvest celebration. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
as a British thing, they have harvest festival thing, but
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
And hi, Captain Cactus. Yes, he's MI6 and SIS are basically where the that sort of thing comes from.
Uh huh.
So when is it the
Thursday, not
last?
this Thursday. Next Thursday.
Why did you pick a bloody Thursday?
I didn't have anything to do with this. You know that, right?
You know there are so many ageist jokes which could be sweeping around at this point in time. Yes, I realise you had nothing to do with it, but
Mm.
and it was one of those open generic questions to the universe. Why on earth do you pick to have a celebration that involves overindulgence on the day? Well, I suppose when it was started, it wasn't the day before the last working day because people worked Saturdays primarily. So but even so, yeah, why not at the end of the week when you've got time to recover?
Because I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know. That's all I know.
Hmm.
Because we get days off,
Right.
and then
Mhm.
because they said
Right.
so.
All right. Um.
They said so.
Okay. I'll say hello to Bob, and if one of the infinite Bobs could pass that hello back on to Graham whilst he's working.
Hello.
Hi, Bad Mood Anna. Um. Says they make it a 4-day holiday. Well, that would be one good reason.
No stuff. I feel bad for the turkeys. They get the short end of the stick.
They also get the sharp end of the skewer.
Yeah, they got that thing where they put their heads in it and they twist it till it comes off. Oh God, poor
Hmm.
guys. They go into this. Come on, there's gotta be a better way. Just take a hatchet to them or something. Jeez.
Right.
It's not like they have the thickest necks in the world. Get a sharp guillotine or something. But the way they do it, man, putting them into this dark tube, and I mean they're dumb animals, but come on.
I Yes, and I know that that sort of thing is a reason a lot of people turn vegetarian or vegan. Um, yeah, sadly, yeah, if you are going to have an omnivorous diet, yeah, something somewhere is going to have to, yeah, end up not living it anymore
Mm,
before you eat it,
yeah.
preferably before you eat it.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, and because there's so many people on this planet, sadly, the
Who was the
yeah,
first one to pick up a turkey and eat it? How do they
I
know?
have no idea. I mean, there's a lot of things like that. I mean, why on earth would somebody do such a thing, or why would they know to do such a thing? I think we've had this discussion before, haven't we? Um,
I don't
about
think it's.
how and why do people or animals know what they are to eat? And for example, a cow is born, yeah, obviously from its own kind, or actual, probably say from its own kind, but there you go. Um, how does it know that it shouldn't be eating chunks out of the lambs next door? How does it know it should be eating grass?
Did you ask me a question?
Hmm?
Did you ask me a question? Hello?
I didn't catch that at all.
Did you ask me a question? I'm a little bit out of it
Yeah,
today, don't forget.
yeah.
I'm sorry, what was it?
How does a cow know that it's to eat grass and not take chunks out of the lambs next door?
Well, it's because it's nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some effectively biological imperative that kind of
He accepted that answer. Oh my god.
lets you know that eating that is going to do you good.
Well, no, I mean, it's just eating that is mean, so that's why they eat the grass. To eat the lambs next door would be very mean.
Yeah,
And cows are not mean.
but they have evolved effectively to
Eat not
effectively
animals.
require to eat grass. They probably cannot deal with properly digesting, processing meat.
Nah.
Mhm. Um, right, Captain Cactus says, well, he's unsure about turkeys, but Ozzy apparently didn't help with bats. Yes,
What?
Ozzy Osbourne.
What about him?
I'm not sure whether it's apocryphal or not. I don't think it
Oh,
is.
the
But
bat thing?
apparently somebody threw a bat at him and he thought it was a toy and he put it in his mouth
Yeah.
and bit his head off. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Mm.
He wasn't happy about it, that's for sure. I heard the
Mm.
story.
I think it's well, I don't know. I think he's primarily unhappy about it because I think the bat bit the inside of his cheek, so he had to get anti-rabies shots.
Well, can you imagine the horror
Mm.
of biting into it and realizing
Yeah,
you just bit into a poor little bat?
yeah.
I hope it bit him, idiot.
Mm.
Bats are great. I love bats. And stop using the words like apocryphal. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sick.
Sorry,
He's
I shall
annoying.
think of a different euphemism, shall I?
I think you should not think of anything but the chat, and
Mm-hmm.
then we talk about other shit. I don't know.
Right.
Like I don't watch TV anymore, right?
Uh-huh. Good idea.
Well, it's just I have one, but like A, I can't see, and B, I'm never in that room. Anyway,
Right.
so and I was thinking of all the great shows we had. I'm wondering, are there any shows like does TV still like the big networks? Do they still do things like that? I don't even know.
What you mean, sort of like
Shows and shit. I don't know. Is it all reality TV now? I don't know.
I don't know. I like you. I don't watch TV, and I haven't
Anybody know?
done for years. I mean, I'm sure some of them have still got their sort of flagship productions. Um,
I wouldn't know
as
what
far
those
as
are anymore. I mean, I'm
oh,
from the
well,
era of
yes.
Seinfeld, and I don't
As
even know
far as
Cheers. I don't know.
yeah, as far as I can recall, and what I picked up, are equivalent to your. sort of national TV networks, the BBC, are
Hmm.
consistently shooting themselves in the foot by doing stupid things, but
Right? But they,
and getting rid of the series that
we
seem to
really
have the
want.
largest number of viewers.
Unfortunately, the good ones usually don't have the largest number of viewers because they're too intelligent, so they get canceled right away.
Mm.
And then you have ones that all right, they're good, but not super well written or something, and they stay forever past their due date.
Some
Like,
do.
you know what I'm saying? Past when, like, when
Yeah,
they
the
recast the lead character, and ugh, I hate that.
um, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but there used to be well, there is or used to be a series that has gone on for quite a long time called Holby City, which is about a hospital in a fictional northern-ish town or city called Holby General, or then it had a spin-off, I think. And that was very, very, very popular, and apparently it still gets one of the highest ratings. And they
Yeah,
decided to stop it.
yeah. Wow. I just.
Mhm.
Did you ever watch China Beach? Great show.
Never heard of it.
Oh, great show. It took place at a wreck uh, base in Vietnam where you go for R&R.
Right. Okay.
Had a hospital and then recreational thing. And it was really a great show. It showed, a lot of nursing.
Right.
Um, but I don't know. It seemed like a guy would come in, he'd R&R, and then he'd go back. Like, I thought units did everything together, but
Um,
apparently not.
I think it might well depend on the type of unit, where they're stationed, etc.
Uh,
So you wouldn't take an entire unit off the front line.
no.
Well, yes, you would, but yeah, generally speaking, you would have them rotate in small numbers. But on a slightly more sort of cheerful note than that,
Uh
um,
huh.
um, one of the Bobs has come over with a piece of paper in hand, or in foot, I should say, from Graham.
What does it say?
He says, on a side note, thanks for the court idea. It's being well received, and he's very grateful for the suggestion. And says he obviously put his own spin on it. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the latest one is excellent.
I do want to talk to you about it because there's some things I wanted to judge.
Mhm.
I'm just
Um,
so proud of you. I,
yeah.
we helped.
Mhm. No, darling, it's not General Hospital. I think there might have been a TV series called that.
Yep, still on.
Right.
Swear to God, it's still on.
Yeah, I think it's an American one. This is a UK one.
Oh, they had a UK General Hospital? Are you
Well, no,
shitting
no,
me?
no, no. Well, a
Alright,
sort of equivalent. I don't know what General Hospital was like, but this is
UK.
it was a sort of soap opera based around a hospital,
Right, right.
um, and I think it was called Holby General to begin with, and then there was a spin-off called Holby City. I think.
Any of them you watch?
I used to occasionally watch Holby General. I mean,
Did your mom get
it
into soap operas?
Well, in my mum's day, when she actively watched television, it was Crossroads and then Coronation Street.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. And Captain Cactus is being mildly silly.
What did he say?
And he says, rotating small numbers, he can see it now, a group of ones and twos wandering around in circles.
Yeah.
Now, is it sad when I read that initially, Captain, I thought the ones and twos was referring to first and second lieutenants?
Oh boy. Here we go again.
Yeah, but
We're
yeah,
gonna
so
get one of
like,
those talks. Okay.
yeah, but with Holby, the hospital one, I mean, it did get a bit formulaic in as
Oh
much as,
God, yes.
I mean, the first 30 seconds you'd see somebody and you think, okay, what bad thing is going to happen to them? Or you would see something like a ladder up against a house and you think, okay, somebody's falling off that. It was, yeah, it, it got a bit formulaic like that. Um, Dalek Beck says she used to watch The Bill when it was good.
What's that? Get some belly.
It's a, what would you call it? A soap opera about the police force in London.
Oh really? What
Yeah,
is that? What is your cop place called in England? The
the
big
cop
one.
place.
The cop place. The
Do you mean
police.
New Scotland Yard?
Scotland Yard.
New Scotland Yard because the old one got closed down and they moved.
But why did they close it down? It would have been a great museum type thing, don't you think?
It, I don't know whether they retain anything along those lines. They do have something called is it the Black Museum? Of they do. There is a museum of various old police things there. And yes, Bellywood, that's effectively the headquarters of the Metropolitan Police Force in London.
Oh,
And of course, ironically, New
yeah.
Scotland Yard is no longer in Scotland Yard.
Where is it?
Um, I think it's just around the corner, but there is actually a road called Scotland Yard,
Why do they
which
have
is
it on there no
why
more?
the place is called Scotland Yard. But
Why didn't they have theirs there?
I think they just outgrew it
Did they
and
build up?
needed better, bigger premises, and they
Did
couldn't
they?
retrofit the old one because of um, London being quite congested as far as buildings go.
Hmm. Do you have spy people like we do? CIA?
Yes, our equivalent of your FBI are MI5,
Oh, I've heard
who
that. What's
and
MI6?
MI6 is our equivalent effectively your CIA. So there's internal and external
So they really
agency.
exist.
Yes, they really, really, really do exist.
Interesting.
And quite a few years ago, they effectively publicly said, yes, here we are, and announced that this new building on the edge of the River Thames was their headquarters. They'd just been built.
Really?
Hmm.
Is that kind of ballsy of them?
A
Come
little.
attack us.
And if you, I don't know if it was the first or the second Bond film with Daniel Craig, but they actually fired an RPG or something at the MI5 building
Well, that
in
was
the
rehearsed.
obviously in the film. Yes.
Yeah. And?
Um, Bad Moon Anna. The MI is one of those oxymorons. It stands for military intelligence.
Ah, I like that. Thank you. Why are they
And
5 and 6? Who's one,
I was
two,
about to
three,
say,
four?
ironically, I was about to say, and they are 5 and 6 because they have used 1, 2, 3, 4, uh, 8, 9, and quite a few numbers for other things,
Like what?
some of which just phased out and ceased to be. Some are agencies that are reputed to exist and do stuff. I mean, I did have a quick look at it a while back. Um, I can't remember what they all were, but generally speaking, most um, it's MI5 and MI6, which are the major ones that people know about. There may be one or two others that are, yeah, a bit hush hush, and most people generally don't know about. But the original ones, MI1, MI2, MI3, MI4, I think have effectively sort of faded away with age. Their services no longer required, or they've mutated into something else and been renamed.
Oh, okay. I wonder if we had anything like that.
You have effectively, yes, because the OSS, I believe it was,
What's
migrated
that?
into the CIA.
What's that?
Uh, Office of Secret Service, or I
No,
can't
we
remember what it
still
stands for.
have that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Secret
I thought
Service,
that.
absolutely.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, yes, you've got the Secret Service, but during the Second World War, um, there was a organisation set up to effectively mirror the Long Range Desert Group and for doing insurgent stuff. Is it Donovan who's in charge of it? Is it Donovan?
Huh?
And I think that sort of migrated into being the formation of some of your sort of secret services, the uh, the
How
various
do
sort
you
of three
know so
letter
much about
abbreviations.
this?
Sorry,
How do you know so much about this?
because I'm old and I read a lot.
He's weird.
uh, yes, um, yes, Bob. We do realise that the stream is now being monitored for mentioning this. Hello to all the lovely people Echelon.
I know nothing. I just work here. I'm not
It's a
even
very,
awake right now.
it's a very wise thing to say, and I'm
Hmm.
sure that after suitable doses of pentothal and that malarkey, they'll actually believe you.
I don't think they'd ever be able to break me on that stuff. Only
I
because I've dealt with stuff this is strong,
mhm,
and I know what it feels like.
mhm.
And I'm full of shit. They'd break me in a half a minute.
Mhm.
They'd be like, "No, like you want some coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You can't have any till you talk." Okay. What do you want to
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Jason says about the time she ends up on the watch list, she made him get on several of them with the searches she's asked you to do. Him to do.
Look, I I'm a curious person, and you
Oh
picked it
yes,
up.
in so many ways.
I just you should see mine before I lost my sight. He can at least say, "Look, there's this crazy bitch in America. She can't see, so I was doing her searches for her." How do I explain my search history away? See, got nothing,
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Mentioning frozen mocha iced coffee, Dalek Beck, whilst probably being very nice for you. I mean, I not a thing I drink. Um,
What kind
I
of?
frozen mocha iced coffee.
Ugh.
Um, don't
Milk is
forget
chocolate.
she's in Australia, so it's hot. So
Oh, that's right. I need
yeah,
cold. I mean,
yes,
you need cold. I need. Oh God, I'm so
yeah.
confused.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, Australia is part of the Four Eyes initiative, so it's possible that by
The
mentioning it
who?
a lot, Four Eyes.
What's that?
It's a
So
joint
glasses.
surveillance initiative between the UK, the US, Australia, and I think Europe. So
No,
they share
no
intelligence
Canada.
data.
No
Sorry,
Canada. No Canada.
not sure. Um, but as I was just suggesting that dial it back, sort of mentioning her coffee might be an appeal for the listeners to drop in an order for her.
Hmm.
Yeah, much like when Jason mentions cheeseburgers, one of his daughters goes and gets him one.
Yep. It's amazing. It happens every time.
Hmm.
Ooh, potato skins. 10 minutes later, he's got potato skins. Like, what the fuck? How does that work? And where do I get one? Like, seriously. Could have used one
Um,
today when I couldn't find my lighter.
you could get one, but I think the police would have a word with you about human trafficking.
Haha. Haha. Well, they'd have to find out about it first. You know, duct
Hmm.
tape's a thing. They don't need a mouth to do what I need them to do.
Right. Okay. Take care, Captain. He's off to his
Oh,
appointments.
cat. Good luck. Good luck.
Yes, we won't mention things that go BANG together with things that fly. Yes, and they're listening to everything.
Uh, that's not creepy at all.
Mm. There you go, Jason. That's something you could put in their sort of Christmas cards or birthday cards. They're better than
What?
Uber Eats. Yeah, daughters are better than Uber Eats. I can see it now.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely a hallmark moment there.
He had this great idea. Can I tell them about your idea for Christmas trees?
Did I have a good idea about Christmas that didn't
Not
involve
you.
scrapping
I'm
it?
talking to
Oh,
Jason.
okay.
A while back, he thought, um, he had an idea for Christmas trees. You know how a Christmas tree, it takes a good chunk of room in your room, you know, because it's round. Even if you put it in a corner, you still have that, circumference, right? He came up with an idea for corner trees and half trees. Get it?
Uh-huh.
One flat against the wall, one into the corner of the room, like a quarter of it. And like, if he had done something about it, he would have beaten the guy out who does them now, because they're a
Right.
thing now. They're expensive. It's a good
Um,
idea.
hmm. Jason says, yeah, he had that idea about 28 years ago. But yeah, it's
So, yeah.
I can imagine that being a thing. Yeah.
Okay, well, have you ever come up with an idea for something and you're like, oh yeah, yeah, that'd be great, and then I don't know, a year or two later, it's a thing. You see what I'm
Um,
saying?
sadly, once that I can recall in recent
Really?
memory,
What? What?
I was chatting to a friend of mine, Nick. We were bemoaning, yeah, sadly bemoaning reality TV, and I just off the top of my head jokingly said they'll be making a reality TV about this type of thing. I can't remember what I said, but for me, it was bloody ridiculous. And 2 weeks later, I heard that they were releasing a reality TV show based exactly on what I just said.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Wow. That sucks.
But well, it
You had the
did in as
idea.
yeah, well, it did in as much as it was a really, well, in my view, it was a really stupid, pathetic. That's because that's why I said it. I used it as a stupid example.
Ah.
And the good side is I never saw it. That's about the
What?
only good thing about it.
Why is that? Like, why is it good?
Why is what? Sorry, because what?
What's the good thing about it?
That I never watched it.
Oh, well, yeah. Don't want to rub it in.
Hmm. Yeah. So I
I don't know if
well,
I ever came up with something that later became a thing. Anybody else?
um,
I don't think I have. I'm not that creative, quite frankly.
no, I cannot give any examples, but there have been times when somebody's done something
Mm.
and I've either thought, oh yeah, you could, polish it up a bit and do this with it, or you could
Right,
change it
right,
slightly and do that with it.
right,
Yeah,
right,
basically repurpose or reuse it or make it slightly better. Or
right,
they've not put something obvious in it, and I thought, well, you really should be able to do that. But
right.
that's about it.
Hmm. Has anybody else in the chat said anything about coming up with something?
Um, Not as yet. Bad Moon Anna says, I hate when that happens. They've come up with dozens of cat toys that are now sold in stores.
Uh huh.
Uh, and hi, Taipan. Glad you could join
Hey,
us.
hi
Apparently,
there.
OSS, Office of Strategic Services. Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember what it was.
Sounds so clandestine.
Ah, there's a good reason for that.
Oh, oh no.
It was.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, do
Well,
tell.
yeah, they are the ones that in cahoots with the British uh, sort of burgeoning sort of secrets, sort of SAS and that sort of malarkey, um, went behind the lines in World War II to spread, issues.
Yeah. Huh.
Right. What else have we got? Um, yeah, the Bobs are definitely staking out the situation where they they don't do that for Graham. He can get his own burgers. They say.
Oh, I'm sorry, Graham.
Well, although you would say with an infinite number of Bobs, you must have at least one with absolutely zero self-respect who would go and get you a burger. Sorry, Graham.
Oh. So, what time is it?
It's well 11:15.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Hmm?
What is it time for me?
It's
What do I
seven
care
hours
your
earlier.
time?
I
I'm
quarter to four.
sick and it's the middle of the night. Tell me the fucking time.
Quarter
Thank
to
you.
four,
Thank you.
I think.
Thank you.
Thank you, Taipan. Yes, it's Five Eyes, not Four Eyes. USA, Australia, UK, Canada, and New Zealand.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
What does that mean for time?
What does that mean for the time? That just means there's extra people watching, although they don't show up on the watcher list.
I'm so confused.
Hmm.
Why do we have that daylight and savings and
Mm.
what's the opposite of that?
Well,
Spending?
as Bad Banana says, I thought we were done with daylight savings time. Um,
Stupid. Yeah, I like
and the opposite with daylight savings, I would be to reverse the direction in which the clocks go at each. Uh, is it solstice? Yeah, around about each solstice. That would just make it darker in the mornings or darker in the evenings when the intent is to do the reverse. So
It gets so dark here so early now. Ow.
mm,
Fuck.
yes. Um, so I would say, whilst not actually being technically the the reverse would be just to not have daylight savings and just have the your singular time zone
Yeah.
for where you are
Yeah.
being the same all year round.
I think whoever made that all up was just trying to fuck with us.
Um,
What's
I
it for? What purpose does it serve?
it's mainly more beneficial for those further away from the equator, where you get dark mornings and dark evenings, depending what time of the year it is for you. And the original purpose was to give farmers more daylight during the working day and school children daylight to walk to school.
Mm,
Not that it helps anything, but as a bit of trivia, during the Second World War, I believe we had double daylight savings, where they put the clocks forward and back 2 hours.
Simon,
Hmm?
I don't feel good. I think I need to go.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Um,
guys. I tried. I really did. But damn, my head is swimming. I don't know where I'm here or there.
okay.
I am terribly sorry.
Okay. Do you want to slope off under cover of me playing the outro?
I will, I will stick around, but for what we have to do, for the jokes
Right.
and stuff, I just don't know if I'll be able to keep up.
Right.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry, guys.
Right. Well, I shall play the tippers
Oh,
outro.
jokes.
And so you've got about a minute or so, ladies and gents and bobs, to come up with jokes to try and make AMG's life a bit brighter.
I'm so sorry.
Right. Yes, Bollywood, thank you. It's a very decent wish. She hopes that everyone who feels shitty gets better. Whilst not actually feeling that bad, yeah, I would like to feel a bit better.
Thank,
Taipan,
thank you.
yeah, I hope you are doing better. And I understand you caught a bit of sunstroke, so
What?
he's
What?
about to throw up and get to bed. So yeah, you look after yourself.
What happened? When did that
Um,
happen?
I I think he got caught on hot by it being hotter than he expected. So
When?
and and possibly didn't go out without a hat. He went out without a hat. So
What?
you be careful,
When
Taipan.
did it happen?
Last day or so.
I knew there was something wrong.
Hmm. About daylight savings. Baboon Anna says there's books written about it. Her husband's read them all, and he told her the thing about the farmers was a myth. I've vaguely got that notion going around the back of my head about it being a myth for farmers, but I couldn't really think of another logical reason why it was done. Right. Anyway, jokes. Do we have any jokes that we can regale the young AMG or even our AMG with?
Hmm?
It's all right. Just ignore me having a dig at you.
Mm-hmm. They always do.
um. Okay. Here's one. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug.
Uh, that sucks.
Morning, Skibo. Timing. We're about to wrap it up. So if you've got a quick joke before we head off.
I should put the water on now,
Hmm.
but I can't.
Why did the golfer bring two pairs of trousers?
Why the golfer or gopher?
Golfer.
GULF?
Golfer. One who plays golf.
Why?
In case you got a hole in one.
You've just killed me. Like, I'm dead now. There's no hope. I have deadly pneumonia and I'm dying. Thank you.
Hmm.
God, pneumonia.
What are the strongest days of the week?
I don't know.
Saturday and Sunday, because all the other days are weekdays.
Ah, no. Mm, no, no.
Uh,
Mm.
yes, Skibo, I could possibly imagine that. Some country is going to send a manned spacecraft to land on the sun. I wouldn't put it past them.
Any more? Any more?
I told my wife that a husband is like a fine wine. We just get better with age. The next
Oh,
day, she locked me in the
it's gotta be Graham.
cellar.
No? Yes.
Graham says, "No more torture. Take care all, and always have a good one."
You too.
And Skibo says, "It won't get burned up, the spacecraft to land on the sun, because they're going to do it at night."
Can we tell them about tomorrow later and then
Yeah, hopefully later there's going to be a bingo. That's going to be in about 12 hours from now.
with or without me?
Hmm, yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm so
Jason
stubborn.
says he's watched Bohemian Rhapsody 3 times in a row, and now he feels a little sick. It must be the high mercury content. But Tish, and you're sending me tomatoes.
Oh, I get it. What?
Hmm. Well, you know the expression "mad as a hatter."
Huh? Expression?
The expression "mad as a hatter."
Of course I do.
Do you know why?
Because the chemicals.
Yeah, because they used mercury to help press hats. So those
Mm.
who were doing it inhaled the fumes, and mercury fumes can cause insanity. Um, another one from Jason. The first
Yeah.
Karen to get sick was Impatient Zero. Nice one, Jason. Right, and I think that on that note, an actual good, well, a couple of good jokes, apart from all the crap ones I came up with. Right, we shall hopefully all see you later today for the bingo. Take care all. Do you want to say goodbye, MJ?
Bye.
Right, take care, everybody. And if you are feeling unwell, please do get better very soon. Bye.
Mm.
Why isn't it playing? Come on, click.
Love you. Love you. Bye. I'm sorry.
This is stupid.
Boom.